Hey, I'm here with Mr. Cary Critchlow from Falling into Fire.
Hi.
Hey, Cary, how's it feel like to finally get this recording done, the guitar tracks for I Know How to Dance?
Feels good, I guess. It's been a fun project to work on, so it's kind of bittersweet. You get to hear a finished product, but then you don't get to kind of do anything more with it, and so it's kind of a precarious balance, I guess.
All right. Well, what's the next step from here? You want to talk a little more?
Well, what we've been doing today has been I've been laying down my guitar tracks for I Know How to Dance. Basically, what we're doing, if you'll come in here, is if you remember how we did Ed's setup, we're doing something similar where we have both a condenser mic and a 57 on the cab here. The head I've got in the control room in there for me so that I can literally play with my tones and sit in front of the computer and record, and it's kind of a cool setup for me. So I'm getting an amp sound without having to actually play in this room. So what we're going to do is come on in here. Now, I've been laying down several guitar tracks. What I'm going is a Fender, and I keep losing my pin. I'm going through a Fender Stratocaster with a splatter paint finish. I don't know, it was a stock guitar, but it looks kind of cool. We're going through an Ibanez head. It's a solid state 100-watt head going into that 4x10 mixer or speaker. And what I'm doing is I'm running through a Pod HD 500 into the amp, and then it's coming in through the board, and you get some cool sounds. So essentially what I've done is I've taken what Robbie, Catherine, Ed have all kind of laid down, and I've just been trying to find ways to fill in some of the gaps. So for stuff like the chorus, Ed is playing a some pretty just rock power chords like and what I've done is I've kind of layered that with I doubled it up a little bit and then added some octaves towards the end, so that when you hear them together, you get a kind of a cool little blend. So you'll hear and then I also added a bit of a little bit less distortion, maybe around here. Just adding some filler chords in there. And that's the part. And so I've been adding some cool little tracks like that. Just filler, enhance the chorus a little bit. Then I started going and working on the verses and just playing around a little bit, and ended up with this nice little So, I don't know if this is interesting at all, but this is kind of how the process has been working. Essentially, I just play through it and jam out with the song a little bit until I can come up with something that I think fits. For the second verse, I wanted it to be a little bit different than the first verse, and so we added a couple of different tracks. Just throwing some octaves on there. And just throwing some octaves and just having some fun with that. Added a wah section in there just to kind of give it some more texture, and so I wanted the two verses to be distinctly different from each other, to kind of keep things fresh and interesting. I also added a bit of an under padding to the song, which sounds like this. And it's supposed to be subtle so that when it's played with everything, you might not even notice that it's actually there, but it's there and it's enhancing the song and just helps to fill out, make it sound a little bit fuller, if that makes sense.
What's up
Also
with...
gives kind of a trippy vibe, which I enjoy.
So what's up with these special guests we keep hearing about? Is it a rumor, or is there some actually things in the works going on with some of Cleveland's best?
Well, there are actually some things in the works. I don't want to put out any spoilers, but we are definitely working on getting a couple of local Cleveland bands to come in and help us out and get a couple of features. I don't want to give away anything yet, but we are definitely looking at a couple of vocalists to come in and be featured on the track, and so we're really excited about that.
You may have mentioned this before, but give a quick rundown of how this song came about.
Well, we were invited to play. Let me start over. We were invited to go to Lake Erie College and be a part of their 48 hours of art, which essentially entailed us camping out at their fine arts building there in Lake Erie College for 48 hours, literally, with me and some of the other guys in the band, and our whole job for that 48 hours was to create art, music, whatever. And so this song, we were just kind of dicking around, having some fun, joking, and someone just mentioned something about dancing. We started making fun of them for dancing, and then someone else came out and said, well, hey, I know how to dance, and well, it just kind of went from there. It was just kind of a fun experience, and we wrote several other songs while we were there too, and we're very excited about getting some of those recorded and released in the next few months as well.
Even though there's a stereotype to dancing, and people who just kind of dance like they're the best in the world. Like, what do you feel like dancing and music? Like, how's that? How's it feel to just dance?
I think that sometimes you just have to, let go and have fun and dance sometimes. And I think sometimes maybe there's not a time. I don't know. I guess it's for everybody to kind of make their own decisions. I mean, I've been known to cut some rug every now and then. I don't pretend to be a good dancer, but the song kind of more or less would poke fun at someone like me.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm here with Cary Critchlow from Falling into Fire here at RCR Recording Studios. Any last words, Cary?
No, I just hope that people will enjoy the song. Hopefully we'll get some vocals in on it and these other guest artists, and so you'll hopefully be seeing some really cool stuff in the next few weeks. So keep posted, and thank you for your time in viewing this video. So
Awesome. www.fallingintofire.com